chicken.
Oh man, that looks. Well, you know what I do like about the tequilas? They always look like they come straight from Mexico or wherever they coming from.
Yeah.
So,
I was gonna say. Yeah.
that's crazy. Literally. We are back with Chef Luca, and he's brought a couple things. Let's start off by making sure you walk him through what this is, who you got it from, and what you gonna do with it, man.
Also, glad to be here, first of all. I mean, it's been a hot minute. I mean, riding on the tail of last time, we talked about how important, local and product can be. And as a byproduct of that, we also answered a very important question here. It's like we did eggs last time, we're having chicken this time, so I guess the egg did come first.
That's the trick. Hey, what came first, the hen or the egg? Is that the question?
So what we're working with today, it's like, first of all, since last time, I've been working a lot at the club to get us more and more locally sourced with our product. So the eggs were one big component of that. But since then, I've also looked at something like olive oil, which we need both as a finishing oil in the kitchen to add flavor to dishes, but also I wanted a nice oil for the dining room. So we have two different lines. The one that I like a lot is this guy right here, the 1836, which is out of Asherton, Texas, I want to say. And yeah, Asherton. Small production, and they were kind enough to send me a sample, and I loved it. It's buttery in texture, very creamy, and it's got almost like this grapefruity flavor note in there somewhere, and it finishes very, very soft, very little bitterness. Great product. I mean, how many of you guys knew that there was olive oil in Texas, right?
I didn't at all. Like, there's a lot of things, but a lot of stuff come out of Texas, man. I learned something new.
It's a big state, And then the 0 acre, this is basically what I use in the kitchen nowadays as my neutral cooking oil. We all know that there's been a pushback on seed oils because of how processed they are and all the chemical process that go into it. So this company out of California took a different approach, and they're using sugarcane to do a biofermented oil. And so what this is a completely neutral, almost flavorless oil. And so we use it for deep frying, we use it for for just like sautéing, we use it as blended with olive oil for like dressings. It's a very interesting product, and I swear it's great. I mean, the first time we played with it for frying, I know it's gonna sound funny, but the French fries tasted more like potato just because there was no other flavor to sort of like coat it or mask it. So like to me, this was great.
Where can you purchase this at?
So for this one, you're gonna have to go online on their site and buy it directly from them. But for distribution now, it's starting to make its rounds through through like, I think your distribution at large. Some big chains are even adopting that. I wanna say like Shake Shack is using it these days. So like there's definitely, sort of an adoption of these kind of products because they're solving a problem that people want salt. It's like you don't want to put nonsense in your body. And also,
not only is he right about that, but when you do use your canolas and your vegetable oils, there's a awful, and somewhere around here I got some. There's this when you're a flavor bum like myself, you go, man, what is that oil thing, man?
Yeah.
And it's not tasty, so I'm like, hell, I'm gonna find me some chicken to see how this fares myself. Yeah. I'm curious now.
It's gotta be the most chickeniest chicken ever, right? And then speaking of chicken, then we have the star of the show. I mean, hey, right?
In my chicken there, that's funny. Yeah. I seen this show.
There's a whole running gag behind this. We'll get to it, but the main star of the show is going to be this guy right here, this whole chicken. I've connected with another farm up here, which is called Roman Heritage Farms. They're out of Sunset, Texas, and this is a guy that's doing basically fully pasture raised, naturally raised chickens. I mean, they're basically grazing on natural pastures, no corn, no soy, no antibiotics, no crap. And I mean, it's chicken the way chicken is supposed to be. If you go on their website, you'll see more about the story and how basically they're looking at regenerative farming and just having the animals, roam together in the fields, and the pastures are all wild pastures. So like this chicken is going to be feeding on different stuff through the year, so it will even impact the flavor of the chicken itself.
Oh yeah.
And we tried one up the first time, and the skin crisps up beautifully. The flavor is just there. I mean, it puts to shame everything else we've had. So
what should you be tasting when you're doing the chicken thing? Because Jimmy reminded me that like you get chicken from the store and it's got like a slime over it, so he washes the chicken. The question always is, hey, do you wash your chicken? Should people wash their chicken, man?
The store-bought stuff, I mean, yeah. I mean, it's because on top of that, think about it. How long has it been in the store, right? How has it been processed? Like this was alive in the field on Thursday morning.
So So it's kill date. Was there?
I mean, you know, so at a certain point, it's like this is respect to the product. I mean, you know, it's been raised a certain way, it's been processed a certain way. It's like just eat it, you know. And there's also another interesting thing I want to talk about too, which is one of those points that sort of gets lost because you know you have the whole crowd that it's like, oh, it's animal cruelty, the chickens, how could you? But factory farming is a different beast. You know, it's like they basically bred these chickens that are basically meatballs. You know, they go as fast as possible with the least amount of feed. They pump them full of whatever, and you end up with, you know, you've seen the chicken breasts that are this big and like all fibery and all that. Okay, so if it wasn't for small farms like these guys right here that are sticking to specific heritage breeds of animal, these chickens would have been a lost thing. It's like, it's not like you have chickens in the wild roaming everywhere, right? It's like, so it takes somebody saying, hey, you know, it's like, we're gonna do this right and we're gonna be breeding these kind of chickens. And so you're preserving these old breeds just by breeding them for consumption. So it's like, there is value in finding these small producers and actually helping them out and helping the cause because you're gonna keep alive all these breeds of animal that would have otherwise gone, you know, gone to the sidelines.
Now, this Roman Farms, you can go there and visit?
I believe so. I will definitely get in touch with them, but yeah, it's like I'm pretty sure you'd be more than happy to kind of invite somebody over and take a look at it too.
I will definitely.
I mean, from the pictures on your side, man, Lou, your farm looks spectacular. So it's like one of these days, you know, I'll head out there myself.
There you have it. Well,
Yeah.
he's going to get into a chop steak. We're going to do some just capturing some here and there, and we'll talk about the meal as he puts it together.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask for some suggestions as I season and get my stuff going.
right.
And we're going to try to learn something from you today. And of course, we're going to keep it whiskey. So stay tuned, people. Look, this looks authentic. You know what I do like about the tequilas? They always look like they come straight from Mexico or wherever they're coming from.
Yeah.
So,
I was gonna say, like with tequila too, it's just like it's the same as bourbon. It's a DOP product. It's like there's a regulating board that tells you like in order to be tequila, it has to be X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
So like you can't be messing around. You can't just like slap something in there and call it tequila. It's gotta be from Mexico. It's gotta be blue agave. It's gotta be delicious.
and it's gonna be delicious. Now look,
Yep.
drink up.
Cheers.
Look, he choked like he was drinking. Listen, a good tequila, which this is, it has no kickback.
Nope.
It's like good tequila. I learned this because I drink a lot of tequila.
Yep.
Fortunately enough. And when I was like, let me test it out, because this is my first drink of the morning.
Yeah.
And you go,
Well,
buttery, it's smooth, it's got some great flavor.
like you said before, things take time. It's like if you're just gonna cut corners, then you're gonna end up with a very different product. You know?
Yeah.
And so in the case of these things, I mean, they're aged and there is a lot of care that goes into it. You know, if you're just gonna get, a bottle of, bottom of the shelf, something that's meant for shooting in shots, it's gonna burn. Whereas this, and the fact that they're even telling you what kind of casks they rested it in.
And this says this was aged at Buffalo Trace Distillery.
Yeah. So it's they use the cask that Eagle Rare came out of. So it's a fun little tidbit. And this wasn't even hard to find. I mean, this is a whole series that they've done. So any well-stocked store would have something along.
And shout out to the blendery, because when it says this is 40% alcohol, this to me like drinking water. I'm used to a buck.
I learned my lesson last time. Like last time we were like, whoa, it's 10 o'clock. I'm like, well, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, but hey.
Hey, look, even this one here, this is one we're gonna try, but I got this one. You haven't tried this, have you?
I have not. I've seen those balls, but it's been a minute I've been to the blender.
Hey, well, I
Matter of
brought
fact, I got to pick up to do the sweet too.
yeah, so you go, this is 117, and this still had you on cruise control, but you go, wow. That's interesting. But that was some good tequila. A stem lettuce.
Have you ever had water chestnuts?
Yes.
Okay.
Once, but
so with this one, it's like the leaves kind of like a crunchy and bitter, but like the stem, you peel it, you cut it into coins, and you saute it up, and it's got that same crunch and texture as like a water chestnut.
Interesting.
I love it. Shopping at like Asian markets, you always find all sorts
yeah,
of,
now
like,
they got all the stuff made.
Oh yeah.
If you ever
You want bosher, I'm like, how big, how small? Do you want them long? You want them round? You want them? It's like, you tell me.
Exactly, man. It's always fun when you go there.
Bam. All right, so let's start by breaking down this little chicken.
Yeah, go ahead and do your thing, man.
So I'm gonna cut it up the same way I do at the restaurant, which is basically, I'm gonna split it in half and debone it completely so that we're gonna end up with a boneless split chicken. Best of both worlds. One thing I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna just go over the sink and just, you know, make sure we take some of that water that's kind of inevitably. Yes, yeah.
Oh, that's right. You like cats.
Oh, I love cats. You know, little olive oil and rosemary. No. Bad joke. Right. We'll save a few things aside too. I mean, if you guys like wings, I mean, I'm sure you know somebody's gonna toss them up in the fryer later, in the air fryer later. And do something with it.
I'd love to test, kind of even today.
Yeah.
All right, whatever
so
you break down and you're not gonna use, we'll use that. I'll fry a couple quick ones.
Yeah. So we're gonna go down right to the breastbone.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna be doing here is basically splitting up all the meat. I'm gonna pop the thigh right out of the socket, go right in between here. So voila, half a chicken.
But what's the trick to breaking down chicken too, maybe? Yeah, the guy show us a little bit.
So it all depends on what you want, like what cuts you want out of it, but the general process ends up being fairly similar. You find the breastbone right here, so you're gonna score it right on both sides so that you see like you're getting all the breast off of the breastbone up here. You're gonna follow it down to the collarbone right here. In this case, I've still left the first wing, like the drumette on there. You don't have to, but for me, this helps it so the chicken doesn't roll around. It's got something to kind of hold it in place. But then once we get to cleaning up the rest of it, we'll take off, you know, even like the wing drumette. So normally, if you're doing just the breast, you get the breast out of it and then deal with the thighs. What I'm trying to do here is like I want the whole thing together, connected by the skin, so that it cooks as one single piece of chicken when we get to it. And as you can see, we go right here in the joint, separate the wing, cut around the carcass, right to get all this breast out, pop the thigh off of its socket, and then reach right in there. Oh, this one looks like, there, what was I doing? Voila, so we have chicken bones. Throw those in a pot, make some stock, make some soup.
And that we will.
Yeah. All right. So for the sake of cooking these all even, I'm gonna remove the tender up here so that the breast is not so thick. And I like to remove this little tendon right here. That's not good eating.
Tendons ain't tasty, are they?
No, not at all.
Why do they sell kind of like the tendons inside of the stores then? You know, like the beef tendons and stuff. What do you do with
Well, I was gonna say that's a very different product. I mean, when you get into something that big, it's like you could come down and they have almost like this gelatinous kind of chewy texture to them.
Yeah.
It's very popular in some cuisines, and actually even in northern Italy, they do something kind of like almost like a cold meat salad, essentially, like where it's all that with, you know, some vegetables and herbs and aromatics. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, remember, back in the day, you didn't have the luxury of a supermarket with every cut laid out for you. You had a cow, and you know, you're gonna eat that cow.
That's that, huh?
Yeah. Cool. So we're number one. Make sure to go back and make sure that we get all these little bone stuff out of there. And then I'm gonna go ahead and debone the thigh too. This makes this whole thing a lot easier to handle.
You might be performing an operation over
That's
there.
literally what I was just thinking.
Doctor, scalpels. We're losing him. Quickly get the frying pan ready.
That's a good, that'd be a good skit. You go, there we go, good chicken, that's good chicken.
Uh-huh. Who's a good chicken?
Lord.
So once
Guys, I'll tell you one of my tricks while he's prepping that. Your turkey breast and stuff, and a lot of your chickens, you can get duck fat coated in that because these meats are lean naturally. So when you bring out and you want an in-suit flavor sometimes, you add fat. That's just...
voila, look at that. So this is what we're working with over here. So basically a split chicken, both breast and thigh, still with the skin on so that we kind of get some of that crispiness once we cook it. And something like this is great because you get best of both worlds, and also the breast, which is typically leaner than the thigh, is now gonna cook together with all that skin. Some of the fat stays in there, so it makes it just overall tastier.
Goodness gracious.
So we got that.
Just do the same thing to the other half?
Yep. Gotta fill that cast iron, right? Come on, guys. There's about half of the neighborhood up here. It's, make a feast.
I know. I mean, shoot, you got all the stuff over here too that he got going on. This.
I'm inspired by our guy, so I was like, let me see how far I can push this chicken today, and it already looks better than usual. But
Is
I'll
there a turkey breast?
yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna cook those and try to make them un perfecto.
Look at that.
Look at that.
So what part are you not gonna use so I can start marinating that and frying them?
Oh yeah, I'm using the whole chicken basically. So it's like we're going. So that's your bones right there. That's a carcass. Everything picked clean.
Guys, you know what I love about this too? You want to see something? You give the dogs this. You done with this?
Oh yeah. And like I said, this is as natural as it gets.
That's the beauty of it. You talking about joint support for your dogs?
Oh man, that's a happy boy right there. Hold on.
No, that's a boy.
What? All right. There you go.
That's the beauty about it. You say, hey, what I do with these raw bones? Feed them to your dog. Jar, move. Move, back up.
There. We got it. Got our chicken.
Yeah, these two, look, I got the little Rottweiler over there.
Yeah.
Feed him some. This is a beautiful thing here. You say, there's nothing that we can't use. But it doesn't benefit the dogs, man. It's like a double-edged sword.
Right there.
I got
I don't know, man.
I got a clean hand. If you let me know where.
Oh, yeah,
where
right here. Open it down there. See those bowls right there? Right here.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. I was attracted by that beautiful rice cooker.
Here.
All right. For this one, I already brought some made, but at work we make a nice little herb marinade. So this is olive oil, garlic, rosemary, thyme, green onions, chili flakes, a little bit of red onion, salt and pepper. And that's basically my base marinade for everything. It's nice, it's herby, makes.
What did you say goes in there? What is in there?
In that one, so it's parsley, rosemary, green onion, red onion, thyme, garlic, chili flakes, salt, pepper.
And what does that do for the chicken?
Flavor. The other benefit of that too is that over the course of a few days, since there's a tiny little bit of salt in there, it's almost like you're brining it as well. It pulls some of the moisture off, tightens up the meat a little bit. Obviously, in this case, we're just adding it for the flavor, so it's gonna just go in there and give it a punch. I'm gonna get one. Actually, this right here. I like that too.
You speaking my language, man. Yeah, I got some more silverware loaded up here in a second. I got all the dishes and everything done for you, Kate.
Massage that in there. Voila. Look at that. Marinated chicken. There.
That stuff smells super fresh, man.
Yeah. And this is it's one of those things where it goes good with everything. I mean, you have salmon, slap some of that. You have chicken, great. Steak, absolutely. Pork, why not?
I like what you're doing there, man. I'm learning by the second. Computing.
All right, so that takes care of the chicken part of this whole ordeal.
And how long do you let most things brine or set in the marinade before you
So at the restaurant, it really depends on what it is. I mean, chicken, we go through so much of it that we'll typically we're marinating it, and the next day it's in use already. Same thing with steaks and and anything that we do for specials. Mm-hmm. But like right now, for example, I've got 2 pork shoulders marinating at work because I'm gonna smoke them on Wednesday.
Oh,
so if you got if you got a piece of meat that big, it's like put it on there, just stick it in the fridge. 2-3 days, it's only gonna get better because you're allowing more and more of that that brining to happen, all the flavors to really mingle in there, and the longer the better, essentially.
Man.
Right.
I like this, man.
So I'd say this one is probably the easy part. We'll do a nice little Greek salad here at the end. Start with the potato. So
I love salads too, man.
I mean, it's getting hot. It's nice to have something fresh and crunchy to
That's the biggest thing, man. What's your favorite thing to prepare during the summertime when, you know, clearly it's about to be cooking hot as 5. It's just gonna be too hot, man.
I mean, at home it's gonna be a lot of this stuff, just like fresh greens, tomatoes, you know, feta cheese, like things that are just quick and easy to throw together. All you're doing is cooking your protein. Like even for breakfast, if I make myself a breakfast sandwich, you know, nice toasted bread, lettuce, tomato, you know, and fried egg, and maybe some bacon or some ham, whatever, you know, whatever's the mood for the day. But it's nice to have a lot of greens and crunch in there too, and it just, you know, makes it lighter, makes it nicer. All right, so for our vegetables, so as we talked before, this is going to be an interesting one because I'm sure not everybody knows what this is, but it's kind of a stem lettuce. You find it a lot in Asian markets, usually used for stir fries, I believe. Peel the outside, cut it up into little discs, and saute it up. In my case, I'm Italian, so I like my Mediterranean flavors. Same thing, this little garlic and olive oil and a little squeeze of lemon juice, and we're in business here. All right, could I trouble you for a peeler?
A peeler?
Yeah.
You're gonna trouble me, man.
Alrighty. That's a peeler. If any of you guys have had a water chestnut, this is kind of what it reminds me of in texture. It's got that kind of like crunchiness to it. Just want to peel off some of the tougher outer layers because obviously you can see like all the fibers on it. There we go. Save the leaves because we can definitely toss those in at the end for a little extra oomph.
Man, see, nothing really ever goes to waste, does it?
No, I mean, honestly, I think we've gotten so used to just using the, you know, like, I guess like the center cut of everything, whether it's fish or meat or vegetable, that we forget that there's a lot of stuff out there that's just as tasty. Like if you ever get like fresh broccoli from like a farmer's market and they have all those leaves on there, I mean, broccoli are basically the cabbage family. You can take all that stuff in and just saute it up with, you know, with the rest of your stuff and eat it up as well. So, you know.
That is good to know, man. I like that. I like that. And that's one of the things I think would be fun, guys. You guys want to learn more from little chef here. I would say, hey, how do we utilize every component of a basically anything?
Oh yeah, think of beetroot. If you go in the store and you buy like the little bundles of baby beets, the leaves are perfectly edible. They're like spinach, maybe a little bit saltier. So think of like maybe between chard and spinach. Clean them up, wash them real nice, and just toss them in like in a quick stir fry or a quick saute. And I mean that's and also like good amount of iron in there too. So why not? I mean it's delicious.
And beets literally are super good. But open up your veins, they get the blood flowing. Man, I'll tell you, this dude's making it make more and more sense by the second.
Yeah, you know, I have my moments, right?
I think you got more than a few moments, man.
Right. Sure. Flavor was okay. Think of like artichokes, right?
Yeah.
All right. Take a bite of this.
Almost like a cucumber. So can you pickle this?
Probably good. Yeah.
It's literally is like a cucumber. Like I could.
Like think of a cucumber meets an artichoke meets an asparagus meets a water chestnut. Like it's got crunch, it's got a little water content to it, but it's nice. I mean, it's.
I'm trying to wrap my head around all the flavors that are in that thing.
Yeah.
That's crazy, literally. I literally can't think of. It's almost got like a popcorn taste to it too.
Yeah. Oh, so we got that. Let's say, you know what, let's do like a little vegetable saute magic. Some garlic, some bok choy, a couple of zucchini. I really like that. That's like the Mexican, the calabacitas. These things are good. They're smaller, they're firmer, they have a nice flavor. And nothing against regular zucchini, they're good, but a lot of the time when I find them at the store, they're just massive. So like they start getting a little bitter and waterlogged and seedy, so, you know. With stuff like this, get them smaller, it's better. So like that. And then what else? Another favorite of mine, baby bok choy. These things are phenomenal. For this, take the leaves, separate them out.
That stuff looks good, man.
And don't you worry, guys, the leaves are not going anywhere. We're gonna toss them in at the very end, just kind of add them in as the last element of flavor. These things too are phenomenal in a lot of different ways. I mean, aside from sauteing them like this, you can split them down the middle. Nice hot pan, some olive oil to sear them, get a nice color on them, and then quickly like a little bit of garlic and white wine and some chili flakes if you want to go Mediterranean. Otherwise, I mean, heck, a lot of Asian recipes, just a little, even if it's simply like a drizzle of soy sauce and some sesame oil, I mean, that right there is tasty as well. And there's a million ways to do these.
I love that you're breaking the whole thing down literally and wasting nothing.
And also, like, even in the summertime, I mean, these are things that don't require a lot of time cooking. So it's like, even if you're if you're trying not to heat up the house and sit there and like slow cook things for hours on end, I mean, take a hot pan, stick this up in, and give it a good stir fry, and you're in business.
You're literally using that whole dang old thing.
Yep, there we go. So we got our bok choy, our Mexican squash, our stem lettuce, and all the greens, the leafy greens from everything that we've broken down so far. So this is gonna be a nice little stir fry. I think, what kind of self-respecting Italian would I be if there wasn't garlic involved in this, right? Can you imagine an Italian vampire? That would be like torture. It's like, you can't have garlic.
Food for thought, right? Italian vampire, dang. It's like the last time I had pasta was 1772. Before I got bit.
What do you mean I can't go out in the sun and tan?
Oh my goodness.
You heard it here, guys. You want to torture an Italian? Make him a vampire. Man, this is some nice firm garlic. I love it. There we go. The one thing that's.
Where do you get those veggies at, man?
So up here in Plano, there is an Asian market right off of was it Park and Coit?
Right there. That's where we.
Yeah, the Z Tao, I believe.
Yep. That's where we go.
I love that place. And, I mean, not just that one too. Like, I mean, depending on what I need and where I'm at. I mean, there's H Mart down in Carrollton. There's.
We got H Mart right up the street too, man. It's like literally up the street.
Yeah. What about you guys? But I'm gonna leave the garlic a little chunky so that we actually know it's there.
You do?
Uh-huh.
You like to leave it a little chunky, huh?
It depends on the use. I mean, if you're doing like raw preparation, sure, like you smush it to paste. But for here, it's like it's gonna stir fry all together, so might as well. If you have some chili flakes, which I actually do seem like, look at that. God, you must have been Italian in your past life.
Hey, I'm a black Italian.
All right, so we got our chicken marinating. We got all our veggies prepped up. I guess really, if we get another bowl, we'll get everything.
This smells so fresh, dude. I gotta mess with that, man. Like,
I'll do that. This right here. This is for you, my man. Like, once you're done with it, you hold on to it. I've got a gallon of it at work. It's not like I'll be mixing it. We'll go through that in like that's like one use right there. It's not.
Dang. Man, this is so good, man. What better way to start your Monday, people? Listen. Some people hate Mondays. I look forward to it, man.
I'm telling you, I'll bring over my orange cat. We'll make lasagna and cauliflower.
You know that lasagna is gonna be crazy. Coming from a real Italian.
You like the lasagna from me?
I do. I do.
I mean, you come up to me and tell me you don't like lasagna, we got problems. I mean, it's like, who hurt you? What's
Say Maggiano's, brother. Or the Olive Garden.
I heard that, man.
This one we won't dress it till the very end, obviously, because it's a salad. We don't want to be sitting on a pile of like mushy greens, but
Yeah.
we're gonna basically start setting everything up together.
And this was what, spinach and arugula?
Yeah, spinach and arugula already mixed up. Makes our life easier, right?
Perfect.
And then I'm gonna go like little Greek salad style, because
It's gonna be refreshing.
Yep.
That was refreshing, man. Look, this guy's speaking my language. I've been actually I get into that, man, what can we make that's going to be fresh? Because nobody want to eat no hot food all summer long.
So not everything has to be complicated. Sometimes just throw it all together, season it up, and you're good. Just,
Literally.
But tell me, what are you doing over there, man? Like, what's on that chicken? It looks mighty tasty.
You know, so I'm spatching one, and then I'm going to do some other tricks with the other. But objectively, man, a little quick seasoning thing to make sure that it turns out okay. Yeah. Use a little rice vinegar, make that base.
Nice.
Let that sit in. I coated it in duck fat as well. Oh. So the whole chicken, it's got a different glow to it now. Because a lot of times it comes out a little sad looking.
I'm looking forward to that too.
The Cornish hen is one of my things. Yeah. I figured that one out moves ago. It's quick, it's easy, it's a quick 50 minutes. And you're good. Yeah. Or because he's got his cast iron, shit, I'm liable to fry this one in there just to see how far we can push it.
I mean, the fat part one too, especially if you get something else like, you can bust out your cast iron too. Yeah. Use it as a press. You just like get that thing in there. Because mine won't take very long to cook. It's probably gonna be like 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
Oh my gosh, yeah. See, we're gonna put this to the test today because I've actually never fried or sauteed a Cornish hen.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun to do. What's the trick to cooking leaner meats, Luca?
Leaner meats? I mean,
like turkey, you know, super lean, right?
Yeah, brining it's definitely a good idea because you're getting a lot of that moisture and that seasoning to go in there. And then also just being conscious of not overcooking it. Yeah. If you're not sure, get a meat thermometer. With poultry, once it hits 165, pull it. It's gonna carry over. It's gonna keep on cooking, but you don't want to just kill it. Otherwise, yeah,
it's done. Yeah.
Another good thing too, leave the skin on as much as possible. If you get like turkey with skin on, leave the skin on there. So what you can do is you can sear it off ahead of time and give it a nice color. Or if you're doing it like, you know, think of like sous vide with a reverse sear. It's like then, you know, you have that fatty piece on the lean part, and then that helps you out a lot. Same thing if you're doing like pork, like, you know, like a pork tenderloin or a pork loin. It's like it's a lean piece, but just leave some of that fat on there because, you know, we all know that fat is flavor.
Hey, that part, man, and that's why I started doing the duck fat thing, just so I could ensue to make sure that when it cooks down, you're not cooking out anything. You're like cooking the fat and flavor in.
I was gonna say another good thing too. It's like save your bacon fat. That's flavor right there too. Just, you know, you do your potatoes in bacon fat. I mean, hey.
And that part I do know. I leverage using that all the potatoes and just keep cooking through a whole meal.
I mean, also beef tallow is another thing too. That's kind of rising in popularity these days.
Yeah, my thing is I'm allergic to beef, man.
Oh dang, I didn't know that. Well, that's good. That's good to know for next time. You know, it's
yeah, that's the only thing I literally cannot eat. I can eat venison, bison, elk, but put some beef in front of me, I'll die.
Man, that's gotta be extreme. I mean,
it is unfortunate. Trust me, man. I used to be a burger connoisseur and work up one day and couldn't have one burger or a beef patty, nothing. Not no Wagyu, nothing, man. It's awful.
And you don't know exactly what it costs?
We think it was the red tick, the Texas red tick, because we was out boar hunting or hog hunting, and after that, something happened. I just literally that months later I couldn't eat no more. But when I tell you, I used to eat burgers once, twice a week. The beef ones. Now I can make like venison, lamb, all that stuff.
I mean, I was gonna say though, luckily you found a good trade-off to that. I mean, hey.
Yeah, it ain't the end of the world, but I can't hit Culver's out of my cheat days now. My cheat days don't exist.
No, man. I enjoy it awful.
You know,
I gotta go to a burger joint and order a chicken sandwich.
you gotta branch out to the exotic meats. You know, like one of my vendors got me a kangaroo tenderloin one time.
Hey, yeah, bring it on, man. Let's do it. I'm willing.
Yeah, next time he's got it if I can get it. And I know a lot of people are gonna be like, you know, but like try everything once, right?
I'll try it twice.
Yeah.
As long as it's cooked right.
Yeah.
What kind of olives are these?
So we're using some Greek olives here. They're Kalamatas.
Kalamata,
Yep.
That's right. Marcus knows about them olive. Yeah, olive boy.
I know. My black cat is named Kalamata. Huh?
Oh, there we go.
Ah.
Hey, man.
Yeah, all my feline friends are all food themed. We got feta, we got Kalamata, and we got honey.
Honey?
Yeah.
Honey.
That's left field.
Yeah. Well, she was already named that when we found her, so I'm like, oh, well, that's fitting anyways.
Do cats actually listen?
So feta does. She's almost like a puppy sometimes. Like you'll call her, she just comes, jumps up on your lap. Kalamata, she's our weirdo. She doesn't even meow, she squeaks. But my wife got this on video one time where she literally just looked at her and went, ah! And that was like, it's You think it was like superimposed because it's like, it sounds so fake. All right, little sun-dried tomatoes, just because, you know, again, why not? Tasty. These, all right. And last but not least, crumble up some feta cheese. I'm okay with some of the brine in there too for flavor. All right. For our salad part of the segment, we're good to go. That's just going to be dressed up at the very end of it. We'll give it a little squeeze of lemon juice, some of that nice olive oil. If you do have some red vinegar back here, I might give it a little splash of that.
Can we put it in here, the refrigerator?
What's it, the salad? Yeah, absolutely. All right.
There we go, people. Well, we about to get into phase 2. God, Lee, it's salty, man. They're cleaning these little things ain't fun, but
There we go.
it's getting better already. You didn't see it when it started. This is the trick to getting this funky cast iron to operate. Stay tuned, people.
Salt and elbow grease.
You see it?
I mean, it's a byproduct too. You know, your hands are gonna be nice and soft, like nice and, you know, little microdermabrasion, right? The drum it. We're gonna go into the chicken.
Oh man, that looks. That's the chicken. Guys, I don't know what y'all doing on y'all Monday morning. We got Chef Luca in the house.
And again, shout out to Lou at Roman Farms. I mean, dude, your stuff is amazing. So it's, you know.
Cultured oils,
And again, I'm sure you guys, I'm you know, at the cost of talking into that, but like, guys, shop local. Go and look at what's in your backyard. I mean, there is a lot of cool people doing some really cool stuff, like this oil right here, like that chicken right there. You know, it's like, come on, guys. You know, support locally. It's you know, it's the way to go.
He literally got a chicken. This chicken was killed on Thursday.
Yeah, it was processed on Thursday, so I'm pretty sure this was, yeah, this was what I'm saying, but probably like it's, you know, this might have been, was in a field running probably on Wednesday or Thursday morning, you know, so.
And then it said goodbye.
Yep.
And now we eating it. So stay tuned. You want to watch Booze and Food. We're learning something. He's putting magic in the pan. He brought his own cast iron.
Yeah.
I don't know. Again, I don't know what y'all doing on Mondays. Mondays is Booze and Food. It's supposed to be my off day. My off, we shoot, create, edit, build, and work.
And have lunch.
Hey, this is a good lunch, man. This is a good lunch. I'm glad that was still rolling. You go, that's a good lunch. Guys, if you
last time we went fairly heavy and rich. Today we're just gonna go a little bit more like, you know, let's have something like.
Yeah, and I'll tell you this: if you're trying to build your social media, people, everybody starts off slow. Jamarcus has been around. On our other platforms, we have over 2 million people collectively watch everything that we do, and that's leverageable because I can show you in the books. So even when he's like got this olive oil from Texas, I can show you in the books how to use this for a dog and why this is okay for a dog, especially in the herb books. So when he says, hey, I can leverage this and then do like this, cook my chicken, put it in my dog bowl, and I will give you the science behind why it benefits. So when he's like this, fry some chicken, but also something that doesn't have a bunch of additives, I can use that too. There's nothing that he probably can find, as long as it's not onions and other stuff, that I couldn't give to a dog that would benefit my dog's quality of life. And our dogs eat everything, except, you know, we can't justify feeding no liquor. That ain't good for them. But everything else, even these cherry tomatoes, if properly roasted, they do wonders for dogs. And if I had Forever Dog Life book, Dr. Karen Becker, I would literally show you. There's nothing in here that, oh, only use this, I can literally give it, put it in my dog's bowl, boom. It would add value, especially from an antioxidant standpoint. So we learn to cook to take care of ourselves, and then we turn around and leverage that information and feed our dogs so we keep them as healthy as, you know, alive and well as long as we can. So we started this because I said I can't review whiskey and tequila. Like, hey, look at this, just bought a new bottle. I like the community, I like booze, I like food. Food makes more sense to me. Booze are a byproduct, and it's a blessing we've been able to come in contact with great people like him and others who are willing to show up, like Jimmy G and all the people you see, and do the work.
Yeah. Guys, I'm a product nerd. It's like I go down the rabbit holes of things, you know, so my attention to the club has been exactly that. I'm trying to clean up our product chain that we use for everything in the kitchen. we make everything from scratch as much as we possibly can. So if I can get better ingredients and better product and also support our local economy in the process, I mean, you have a hobby, you have a passion project, right? You're gonna be doing that thing obsessively to make it the best you possibly can. So why leave it to a big broad distribution of something that's just there to be there when you can find somebody that started off, you know, an olive production in Texas to make olive oil because that's what they want and that's what they enjoy and that's how the passion project started. Why not go for like, you know, for a chicken that was pasture raised where it's literally living its life as a chicken instead of being, you know, caged up and, you know, never seeing, you know, the light of day.
Yeah.
It's like
we saw some on me and Jamarcus was riding on the highway, and it looked like a bunch of dead chickens just like driving down the road. It looked sad. It's like, damn, that kind of stuff. Hey, you not want to eat chicken no more. I feel bad for those chickens.
Oh yeah.
They looked sad. It was just like we didn't know if they was alive or dead, but it was an open thing, and it was just chickens
Packed in there, man.
packed. It just looked bad. It did look bad, and I actually don't have a bad bone. Like, I don't feel guilty about it. A lot of times when you go, I didn't feel good about them chickens on that truck. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'd love to see some out in the field living their best life, and then on my plate.
It's harder to keep, you know, the challenge is respecting it and letting it do its thing. I mean, it's like, we don't want to cover this up with 20 things. It's like, you want to taste the chicken,
Yeah.
you know?
Sheesh. I can't wait to taste the chicken.
Yeah. Then once those are ready and they're, you know, we'll let them rest off a little bit. We'll fire up the other pan, saute up all our veggies, dress our salad, and bam, lunch is done.
Lunch is served. So what are you gonna do with this stuff right here?
I mean, we can toss it in the pan, or I mean, if you want to save it for later.
No, let's do it like this. Let's bread it and fry it a little bit.
There you go. Do you have an air fryer? Or you just want to do it in a pan with some?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do it in a pan some more.
Yeah, we'll do it. We can test that new oil. You can tell us about the oil stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I can do it 8 fries beautifully. So, just a little flour and some paprika, and we're good to go.
You want rice flour?
I'll do it blind. If you have regular and rice flour, that would be great, because then if we can do a kind of mix of both.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You know, excited. So I'm gonna pull these off and let them rest a little bit. Use this handy dandy pan that's sitting right here conveniently.
You know, I pulled that pan because I thought you might use it. I literally was like,
Here. If you want to go with yours in here too, like, let's go ahead and get it in there. It's gonna, you know, bask in the flavors of.
Which way do I put it on?
Skin side down. Yeah. Bam. Then, do you happen to have like parchment paper or like yeah. So what we're gonna do is just we'll pull off.
you guys are little. I used to be a little chef back in the day.
There you go.
You guys always had a kid prepared.
We got them prepared over here, man. All right. So I know this stuff is not quite cured yet, but we're gonna pull it out and use it as a brick. Okay. Lower that a little bit. Now just let it ride and do its thing.
Oh, you started licking your fingers.
Chicken.
You alright?
You might need to take a shot just to kind of kill whatever you.
Oh, so.
Oh man.
If only we had some tequila. Right?
Oh man.
Oh.
All I hear is a little smack and then a, oh shit.
You'll be fine.
I know. But you still be like, oh damn. I ain't trying to be the Liver King here. You know, goddamn raw bulls. Oh man. The flavor is good. I was like, damn, that tastes good as hell. I'm like, that was raw shit.
Oh shit.
You go, damn, I didn't see that coming. That's what happens when you're in this kitchen. You got me confused. All this good food.
I mean, I don't have to taste your food, but hey, that's how you gotta cook first. You know?
I can't even think straight. It's so good. Shit.
All right. I'll get this thing as hot as we can get it. Luckily, our zero acre is a nice high temp boil, so we're good on that.
Now guys, let me tell you this. Don't be discouraged when you see people like him putting magical food together. And what's all in here, man?
So we start off with a nice little veggie saute. So we've got some of the Mexican zucchini, we got that stem lettuce, winter greens, some baby bok choy, a little garlic, little chili flakes, squeeze of lemon juice, and we're gonna finish it off with a nice generous drizzle of olive oil.
And a generous drizzle is not it being doused, but you want it to be.
Now, in this case, it's like this is going to be a flavor component of it. I like this one in particular because for my palate, it has this really cool little like grapefruity note towards the middle of it too. And in particular, I find that this oil is like it's gentle, it's buttery in texture. It doesn't have a lot of that pepperiness that some olive oils have, which is not a good thing. It's just a different flavor profile, you know. Yeah. Depends on the type of olive, depends on like the like a lot of different factors basically. So we're gonna leave it at that, nice and fresh, not too much. Let's toss our salad and we're good to go, man.
Pause.
Little use of lemon juice. A little tiny bit because we already have the lemon juice in there. I would use red wine vinegar, but in this case, it's like we got the acidity from the lemon, so something a little softer.
And a lot of rice vinegar has, depending on how you get it, it can be sweet too, people. You can get seasoned sweet, sweetened rice vinegar. It's a beautiful thing.
And this beautiful olive oil, which is gonna make this thing. I like my stuff nice and citrusy, so we're gonna give it a little more squeeze.
Now, when you season your chicken, are you about to, like when you fry your chicken, do you put it in, do you do the egg thing?
So I fry, yeah, depending on what I'm doing. Now, at work we do buttermilk and buttermilk, flour, buttermilk for like our fried chicken for the sandwiches. For the wings, all we do is just a light dredging of flour, and then we bake them because we get really big wings at work. So like if you were to cook them straight from raw like that, it would take 13-14 minutes to cook an order, and you don't have that kind of time in the kitchen, right? Especially with one fryer. So what we do is we par bake them so they're cooked like 80% of the way, and then you just pop them in the fryer for 3 minutes when they're ready, and you're good to go.
Interesting.
All right. Remember, guys, we're cooking at home. That's like it's simple, beautiful. Like my old chef used to say, like it fell from heaven.
Oh, it does look like it had a fall, and it's gonna fall in my belly.
Yeah. Let's get our veggies up here.
This salad looks crazy, people.
Greenery on it. The piece de resistance. Our beautiful, beautiful chicken. I'm gonna grab a small cutting board actually.
Oh, go ahead. Whatever ones you need. This looks good. It tastes good too. I try a little sliver of it. A little sliver, give me a little sliver.
Yeah.
That knife right there, cut your thumb off.
Yeah. It's already cut my hand off once. It's not. Yeah, 9 stitches. This is we go way back. Old Stabby over here.
That chicken, geez Louise.
Then because who doesn't layer? I mean, come on, we don't waste that.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Yeah, and that's lunch. I mean, this is not something complicated. It's
if you can't cook, it is. Hey, somebody watching this right now. Don't comment. How do you do that? You just pray you bump into somebody who can, and just.
So here's what you do: you go to the blender, you find a chef, you take him home, and
Hey, brother, why don't you come over real quick, man? Good, I would say good. I always love a good salad. I used to hate greens. Period. Bit my damn lip. That's how good it is. I'm biting my own. That's ridiculous. In a good way.
I mean, dude, tell me about that chicken, man. It's it's
unbelievable. Unbelievable. Literally. Where'd you do these vegetables?
So we start off with a pan.
Oh wow.
No, like I like the simplicity of things. You know, a lot of time it's like, especially for home, you know, you don't want to be sliding away behind the stove all day long. And some things are just like fresh, light.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot of ingredients, and just like, you know.
Stay tuned, people, because we gonna plate another one too.
Oh my God.
Yeah, go ahead, Liz.
That salad is crazy.
Yeah, I like that. I'm glad we got all recorded. Let me get this all on, man.
Yep. All right. We got our wings over here.
Yep. Family depending on you.
Tenders.
Yep, see, look, he's already speaking my language. All I'm gonna do is throw some hot sauce in there. Season it with that red hot. So guys, a couple things as he already said. Normally when you fry chicken and Crisco, vegetable oil, any of that stuff, you get an aftertaste that's a little bit bitter, semi-tarnished. It just leaves you like that. I don't know if this is healthy.
Is that a little butter in there?
Like he's speaking my language. Normally I literally put this with butter in a pot and add a little some lemon in there, and then I'll do that. I'm just like, I skipped a step, 2 steps.
like I got you covered over here. I got some majestic butter.
See what I'm saying? But go ahead, man.
Wow.
Let that get in there, people, especially he just got them fresh off the press. Just sit in there at this heat. He's gonna melt them up. Then when you go in there, after it melts, I'm telling you.
Even the butter. So we have a gentleman at the club, Mr. Rance. So he's it's like with the milk producers, and so he'll send me like cases of butter. Their butter won a bunch of awards a couple years ago too. So like we're even at the club, we're using some pretty nice stuff, and just, you know, it's like it's nice to have integrity and quality in the products that you use. It's like, it makes my life a lot easier, you know.
Especially because you believe in the food. You believe in good flavors. Like everything today, man. You push the envelope quite a bit, man. It's like got me thinking about new flavor profiles, and this is how I like to eat anyway.
Like everything you get out there, it's like you look at ingredients. There's always some other stuff in there. There's always sugar. There's always something. It's like, why? Come on, like not everything needs it. It's like sometimes the food is good enough as is. Where you're just like, your job is to respect it and just to do it justice.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this. There's nothing that could have made this better. Be it he made this better, and I wouldn't even have known. But godly, even the wings, they got that crisp, that skin too. That looks crazy, man. That's restaurant grade. And we watched him literally break down this whole chicken. So this comes straight off of a chicken that he chopped down. The rice flour with the flour. I know the rice flour trick because it adds a crispiness to it.
Yep, absolutely. Like with us, like I said, I don't do the rice flour just because we do like a seasoned flour for everything, so I make batches of it. But we cook the wings, and then, you know, like we pre-cook them and cool them down. So like that starch kind of dries a little bit. So when you fry them a second time, you still get that crispiness on them anyway. So it's like, you know, it's what works for me essentially, you know.
Oh yeah, no, trust me, it works for me too, man. Because you ask yourself, man, how do you make a better crisp, a better food? This is how you make better food right here. Godly. Okay.
You know, look at you like a true chef, like eating over the sink. We all that's like it's a kitchen rite of passage right there.
Oh.
Those are crazy, man.
That's one of them flats over here. Nothing goes to waste.
Nothing. Man, guys, we're gonna review that last thing, and we're gonna keep a whiskey. Stay tuned. Guys, so as we come to a close on this particular episode, we're trying our final one, and one of the tequilas. This is a tequila?
It is. It's another añejo. like I said, I'm not gonna claim to be the biggest tequila guy ever, but I do like Lefroy, which is a peated single malt Scotch. You'll generally find it in just about every bar, every store. It's a 10-year-old single malt, nice and smoky. The old chef I used to work with compared, when you ask about Lefroy, he would tell me that it's like chewing on a telephone pole.
Fruit on a telephone pole.
No, chewing on a telephone pole.
Oh, chewing on a telephone pole.
Yeah, it's like that's his description of it. So it's an acquired taste. But I saw this bottle and they use Lefroy barrels to finish to cask it in. So it takes some of that smokiness and that peated character that you have from the Scotch, and I really enjoyed this. So this is like my little sip here and there, just to kind of nod back to the old world.
The old world, isn't that crazy? Now that thing is. Oh yeah, I can smell it now. Oh, it's cooking now.
Yeah, you definitely get that peatiness, like the smoke on the nose on this. It's like if you didn't know any better, you might think you're drinking a mezcal.
And again, this is different. Some good flavor.
Yep.
Marcus probably can make a crazy drink with this thing. It'll creep up on you for sure.
All right.
And mask some of the stuff, but it does have good flavor. I definitely get those hints of Lefroy.
Yeah.
You want to drink some Lefroy?
Oh man, for the sake of science, right?
let me grab it for you.
Yeah.
One second. For the sake of science, I will take a swig or two out. Yeah, don't talk me into it now. Now, guys, this was gifted to me, and I had never really got into this.
Yeah.
And all I'm gonna tell you is this whiskey bringing the best out of people.
And this like I said,
showing up and bringing
this is one of those classic single malts. I mean, it's not hard to get. I mean, you're gonna go into any and every store, they'll have this on the shelf, and it's a pretty standard bar staple too. Like you go anywhere, chances are they have a Lefroy behind the bar. If they don't, it's like, well, then where are you going, right?
Mm-hmm. But pour as much as you want, man.
Yeah, well,
you've done nothing but share with us. I only got this because someone shared it with me. So why not share it with the chef?
Yeah, I appreciate it. I can tell you that we have stories with this. I know a buddy of mine, Shane, when we lived in San Diego. It's like I'd meet up at his place up in Ocean Beach.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nah, you.
Well, I'm terrible, right?
No,
but like we
like this. Finally, something I need.
Yeah. No, so like Shane and I would just just park at his house, hop on a bike and start just like cruising down like Mission Beach area, and you hit a couple of the dive bars, and it was like Jameson and ginger.
Jameson and ginger.
Yeah. Man, I mean that's your afternoon, like mid-afternoon, like a bunch of kitchen guys just hanging out on their day off, like fucking day drinking. I mean, those were like, I was 20 something at the time, like
Dude,
so
I didn't even know day drinking was a thing because I didn't spend time doing it. Now here we're in the middle of the day on a Monday and I'm drinking.
Well, like I'm saying, unfortunately, like when you're in like the food industry, I mean, especially with all night crew, I mean, man, like after a while, I mean, you pick up a lot of bad habits. And it's like it's up to you to kind of mature past the point where like, okay, cool, let's
Sunday fun day is a real thing.
I mean, dude, even with tequila, I mean, we've all had the bad night. I mean, even I did. It was a going away party for a bunch of guys that were working seasonally with us at the hotel, and throw a party at their house, brought a bottle of tequila. Well, little did I know they had like 3 other bottles up there too. And the fun fact, they didn't have shot glasses; they had rocks glasses. So that was like the unit of port.
What is a rock glass? I don't even know.
The whiskey glass, like your rocks
small
glass.
highball, yeah.
Oh, see.
So like those were like generous like double shots, and like after a few of those and the evening wraps up, I mean, I can only tell you what my morning looks like.
Oh my gosh! Well, I can tell you what my afternoon is gonna look like. Yeah. I got one call. One call at 3 o'clock that's important. Past that, today's the day. So I'm gonna start embracing the Mondays and just relaxing, getting some work done, handling business, and then the rest of the week is always crazy.
Have some fun.
Have some fun. Yeah, we doing that. But let me tell you, there's been nothing better than this food today, man.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that.
This is like, man, you've inspired me to make sure I get this stuff right. We got some other people coming, We got another episode coming soon. Yeah. What's the name of this dish?
What we did today?
Yeah, what would you call it?
Just called Lunch with Friends, man. It's it's not doesn't have to be anything crazy, anything fancy. Just good food, good people, good whiskey, good tequila, and
good times. Boom.
Like find your people and find your food. Damn it, come on.
Yeah, that's it, man. So we can't thank him enough for bringing some. I want to say homemade chicken because it's like chicken that's pasture raised and it's like right up the street. He knows everything about it. And
if I may, Lou, thank you very much for giving us that chicken, man. It was
I tasted the difference.
And I'm telling you, it's an eye opener. And
I make a lot of chicken too. So
I don't think people understand just how you know, how much different a properly quality raised product can be compared to what you're used to every day, you know?
And we definitely want to continue to lean into his awareness, understanding, and his ability to educate us all on what it looks like to get stuff locally sourced that comes from people who appreciate the integrity of said ingredients. But I tell you this, I think all these oils matter. That chicken was ridiculous, both the fried version and the seared version. You go, I couldn't have asked for something better, man. Stay tuned as always. Thank you for watching, people. Keep it whiskey.
Cheers.